5 things you don't do during a bear market. Hey, what is up? Keith Wilson here. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for taking your time to watch this video. So, you know what? Here we are, May of 2022, and we're really seeing a free fall with stocks this year. And some of these markets, they've already dropped into a bear market. And for those of you that don't know, a bear market is when markets drop by 20% or more from their previous high. Now, let me give you some perspective on bear markets. There have been 17 bear, or I should say near bear markets since World War II. And the average drop was nearly 30%, and it lasted nearly a full year, right? It gets a little interesting when we look at bear markets with recessions and without recessions. So if the economy slips into a recession, that bear market gets worse. It's down 34.8% on average and lasting nearly 15 months. However, should the economy avoid a recession, hey, the bear market bottoms out at 23.8% and lasts just over 7 months on average. Now, you being here tells me that you're interested in the economy and the markets, investing, financial planning. And I'm sure you've seen videos on what to do in a bear market, how to invest, and things like that. What I want to share with you are some things not to do in a bear market. All right, so when you see your portfolio just, dropping like a rock, usually your first reaction is, I've got to do something to stop this, right? So you may be tempted to sell certain securities thinking to yourself, hey, at least I've stopped the bleeding on that one, right? Well, this could be a mistake because what you did was you sold low, and if you get back in when markets go up, then you're buying in at a higher share price. So you really want to be in when the markets rebound because historically, the average one-year return in the S&P 500 following a bear market is 40%. So you got to be in it to win it because typically when rebounds happen, they happen fast. Recently, I was with a client and we were working on their financial plan, and he asked, hey, should I stop contributing to my 401k? The market is declining. If nothing has changed with your income and you are still working, consider keep on contributing. And this is known as dollar cost averaging. And what you are doing as the market goes down, you're buying in at lower share prices. Now, I got to say this doesn't necessarily guarantee success, but if you are in the camp, like me, that markets will recover, and historically they have gone on to reach new highs, then those contributions made will help you pursue your retirement goals. Okay, along the same lines of not selling in a down market, some people, they will desperately look for something that is going up in a bear market. And okay, I got to get into that. I got to buy into that. 2020 is a good example of what I'm talking about because during the start of the pandemic, there were certain what we call stay-at-home stocks that started just to soar. And that only lasted a few months before rapidly dropping, and that caught people unaware. So by chasing performance, that could be temporary, and you could find yourself making really matters worse. You know what? Going through a bear market, that can wreak havoc on your emotions, and you're going to be constantly looking at your account every day and watching the financial news all the time. This could really depress you even more. Bear markets are very volatile, and we could see days, where we have a great rally and the next day only to give it all back, and then the next day it goes up, it goes down. I see it all the time. And then you hear the so-called financial experts on the news change their view with every up day and every down day. So when you or your financial advisor, whoever, developed an investment strategy to help pursue your goals, it should have included ways to combat volatility. And one of these strategies is simply having a diversified portfolio according to your risk tolerance, which all that means is you would have exposure to different asset classes, not just stocks. Now, having a diversified portfolio, I got to say this, does not guarantee that the portfolio won't go down when markets are down. It's just, it's a strategy to help minimize loss. But you know what? Panic is not a strategy. A well thought out financial plan is for the long term, and by panicking and getting out and going to cash, I tell you what, that could destroy what you were trying to achieve in the long run. So I would say this, in times like these, sometimes the best thing to do is to do nothing and let the storm pass on by.